Hello and welcome once again to my garage here in Car Mechanic Simulator 2018. As you can see, I've already made a trip to the junkyard. I thought I would try it out just to save a little time, and I went to the junkyard on my own time a bit, and I found three interesting cars. This over here is a Roadrunner, but it's not the same as the one that I did in the last video. This one is actually the Roadrunner with the Hemi. The other one had the V8 6P, and this one has the Hemi engine in it, which has a significantly higher horsepower rating just as the factory settings. I think it'll be interesting to build this car out and see what kind of performance it can lay down as opposed to the other one that I did with the 6P engine. The other car, this one I'm actually pretty excited about. This is a Porsche 991, and it is the last of the cars from the Porsche DLC that I have not done yet, since I did both of the 911s and the Carrera GT. So this will be interesting to do. Finally, this car is one I have not done before. This is a mod, Mercedes-Benz McLaren SLR, and it was the most expensive of the three cars that I bought at $121,000. It's got the V8, supercharged V8 in here, so that's an easy engine to build. I've done a million of those, so that should be quick to put together. So let's see what kind of performance it has and how much it sells for when it's done. So I'm going to get to work at pulling all the cosmetic parts off of it now. It has no seats in it. It has a steering wheel. Steering wheel lots. I wonder what seats it came with. Seat 8 leather D. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and grab the engine part, the parts out of the body. Oh, there's the battery way back there. I was like, where the hell's the battery at? bound to need one of these radiator fan housings, and I don't know which one since I haven't done this car before. And I'll need the air filter. Did I not buy a battery, or did I sell the... Did I buy a new one and sell it? Wouldn't surprise me if I did. Radiator fan housing B. I should have guessed. Though every time I guess radiator fan housing B, it's actually the radiator fan housing. And there's nothing I hate more than buying the wrong parts. Okay, let's get the body pieces that we need now. God, this thing is a mess. The factory color is this kind of pinkish purple, purplish pink. It looks like this car actually has 2 license plates. There was a front end that it made me buy, or that I bought, and I don't see where it goes. Oh wait, I detected something there. Yeah, global body condition 97. Front end 40%. Where are you, front end? There we go, 100%. Now let's clean this thing up. God, it would help if I could select the correct options every time. And definitely going to have to repaint that. That's kind of an unattractive color. And I shouldn't have moved the engine crane so early. When I send this thing to the paint shop, it's going to reset that. I guess this thing doesn't have any exhaust pieces either. Yeah, it doesn't have any exhaust pieces because it has that front end, that cosmetic part. The exhaust comes out through the, just behind the front wheels. Yeah, we're not going to not going with that color. My God. Looks like something you'd see on a Kardashian TV series. Let's see, what kind of color can we put on this thing that looks good? Well, that looks better. A nice pink, like a Mary Kay car. That looks pretty good. A nice deep olive. Yeah, I can live with that. Let's take a quick look at it and see how much it's worth now. It was $121,000 when I started, so $714,000 already. That's a pretty significant improvement. Very little in the way of actual work being done on the car. I would imagine we'll clear $1 million easy on this. This setup is almost like the Bolt Reptilia R2, except for the fact that there's no exhaust parts coming out the back of the car. Okay, doke. Let's get to work on this stuff. I know I'm going to need 16 bushings for that rear end. I'm going to need the springs and the shock caps. I'm going to go ahead and buy the brakes. Oh, those shock absorbers too need to go. And the hubs. Shock absorber B, rear wheel hub. No, shock absorber A. Oh, and the sway bar stuff too. Remember sway bar B. Okay, oh yeah, let's go ahead and get rid of the clutch stuff too. Oh, I didn't mean it to do that. Well, for a second I thought I bought the W12. Let's dismount these tires and see about saving the rims. 14%, I don't know. Are these sport tires? And they're... I think I'll try race tires on it, because the sport tires have usually have crappy traction. What else? Let's go ahead and buy the tires. $295, $30, $19. Yeah, $295, $30, $19. Okay, let's see what we can repair now. looks like we weren't able to repair one rim. I didn't see us lose anything. I'm annoyed that I sold that V8 transmission without repairing it first. That was an easy $750. No drive shaft either. Rear drive axle, rear upper suspension arm, classic 17B19. Was it this one? I'm pretty sure it was this one. Yeah, good. I was going to throw something if it was the rear drive axle B. Okay, let's go ahead and mount these tires now. Oh, bloody hell. I can't believe I did that. I mounted it and dismounted it. At least you can't put a wheel on the balancer and then unbalance it after you've balanced it. Though if there was a way to do that, I would figure it out. Oh, I guess I didn't buy any hubs. That wheel looks so much better when it's cleaned up. I mean, it's not my personal preference for a rim, but it does look better when it's clean. I don't think did I put the bushing in over there? Yeah, I did. I see it. It's just up, this one is the last two bushings that I have. And that should be it for those. Okay, back end fully assembled. Where are we at now? 762. We were at 724 or so before. Not going to be really big money until we get the engine done. But look how far back the engine sits. The crossmember is way up forward. I almost wonder why he bothered even putting the crossmember in, because it's way up here like this. It's like that the modder could have done like with that Chiron that didn't even have a front crossmember, and the Dodge Durango that's on the mod hub that's on the workshop now doesn't have a front crossmember in it either. This engine has like no heads, no pistons, no heads, no pistons. I probably don't even really need to put it on the rack to get it out. Alright, well, let's start buying the stuff we need for this front end now. And that's going to be 12 bushings. It was sway bar B and the regular front sway bar, and the tie rods and the brakes. And the hubs too, let's not forget the hubs. have extra rear wheel hubs for some reason. I hope I didn't just buy rear instead of front. I thought I bought front. I did buy front. I guess I must have bought two of these for some reason. And I could probably use them on the other cars. I shouldn't have just sold them. Oh well. Gonna need the springs for the double wishbone suspension. One of those rims was only 24%. May not be able to repair that one. Let's go ahead and buy our tires too. 255 35 19. Okay, it's the correct size. Oh, no. Yeah, I was going to say, wait a minute. I thought for a second that there were race tires on it from the get-go, but there weren't. I think I just repaired the crossmember there. That's good. Repaired both of the rims. So just one knuckle and one suspension arm. Okay, we're just about good to go. We even repaired the crankshaft, that's nice. Considering, God, I'm going to need so much stuff for that engine, it had nothing. Okay, let's get the front end reassembled now. I know I keep harping on this, but I do recommend installing the bushings early when you have a crossmember with bushings on it, because it is always easier to get them in before you have lots of parts obscuring your view. That's going to clip right through there. I can see it already. Power string pump V8. Oop, I meant to put the tie rod end in. Okay, getting almost to the point of being finished with the suspension and the wheels and everything. Okay, so the suspension is entirely done. I don't have any excess suspension parts floating around. Let's go ahead and yank out the engine. Calling it an engine is probably a super generous. Engine block. Up to 816 grand though. The only real reason I do this is so that I can put this on the engine stand and have the proper engine selected rather than having to go in there and find the proper engine. Let's see if we can repair the block. Nope. Engine block V8. Not B8, V8. I love these ones where the clutch assembly clips through the mounting plate here on the engine stand. The throwout bearing is like melded with this, whatever you call this, the cylinder. So I think it needs engine head V8. Yep, good. Oh, and this is a DOHC engine, so I'm going to need 4. I might even have a camshaft still floating around. I do, look at that. I've been hanging on to that for a while. This is like my favorite engine because it doesn't have rocker arms or push rods, and there's no crank camshaft caps to deal with either. That makes me happy. There is not a performance manifold for this, I don't think. Gonna need 4 cam gears and the manifolds now. Yeah, there's no supercharger intake manifold. Supercharger V8, there's going to be a throttle that goes up here on this. Yeah, water pump. This front requires like 5 roller Bs and 2 roller As. Gonna need coils and cylinder heads. No, head covers. And it's the red one, this one here. And there's coil covers for these also. A and B, I'm pretty sure is what I'm gonna, yeah, A and B. Forgot to buy the throttle. I know there's a performance throttle for this. And I should have bought a belt tensioner too. I know there's going to be one on here. Oh, fuel rail DI. Should have known. And it's going to be a serpentine belt. Yeah, supercharger serpentine belt V8. Yeah, you see that belt tensioner goes right there. And there's another serpentine belt. Serpentine belt A, V8, there she is. Okay, that's done. Get this other head done, and we're set. Oh, I haven't even put that manifold on. Okay, and that should be done. As long as I didn't miss anything. Take a quick turn around the engine. I don't see any parts that need to be installed still, so I think we're set. Let's go ahead and take it off now. I see why they put the crossmember so far forward, because it's got this cosmetic part of the model that's covered, that's built out here, and the radiator stuff is there. I guess that's what the... I've never actually looked at one of these cars in real life, so I have no idea what it looks like under the hood. The engine looks like it fits there, though. It's not like that Chiron model where once you got the engine in, you could barely reach it to put oil in it. And once we get the drivetrain in, we can call this one done. Then we can go test it, see what we've got. Okay, and that should be 100% across the board. Perfect. Let's see what kind of numbers it puts down. So we went from 703 factory power to 1230. Okay, this is one of those cars I would be scared to sell to someone, because you know that they're going to go out and kill themselves in it. Alright, let's go drive it and see what it does. What am I doing here? This is what I want. Out here in the sunlight, it practically turns black. Yeah, I like it. I mean, it's practically black, but it has kind of like a green highlight to it, even though it looks black. Though you know it's actually green. Yeah, it looks good. All right, well, let's see if we can keep it in a straight line. Not even. Whoa. It started to drift a little, and I tried to correct, and it just went zoom. Maybe I should have kept the sport tires on it. Although with 1230 horsepower, maybe the slicks would have been better. It's a good thing that damage isn't a thing in this game. $170 looks like max speed anyway. I think we reached the maximum we could possibly get out of the car. Alright then, time for this car to go away. I like to imagine that I am selling cars for a kind of clientele that has more money than sense. So I'm happy to sell, you know, like Silicon Valley billionaires in San Francisco or something. Anyway, I haven't even looked at how much this car is up to now. So $1,491,000. $209,000 restoration bonus, so it's going to be 1.35 million, I think. That's strikes me as a good payday. 1.25 million. Yeah, okay. All right. Goodbye, car. Alrighty then, so in the next episode I'm going to go ahead and do this Porsche 991. I'm actually looking forward to this car. This is a fun car to work on. And since it's the last Porsche in the Porsche DLC, I'm looking forward to doing it. So that will be the end. That will be the close of this episode. If you made it this far, thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. Hope you enjoyed the video. I hope to see you again for the next episode of Car Mechanic Simulator. Bye for now.